Hi Sagittarius, I'm here with your extended love reading. Hope you're good. Welcome. Thanks for joining me. Okay. Also, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and cross watchers as well. Obviously, take what resonates. You know, it won't resonate with everyone, but I'm sure it will resonate with some Sagittarians. Okay. So, what are the love messages for Sagittarius? Okay. Page of Swords. Could be a little bit of fear in the air. A little bit of a, you know, a fear of communicating something. Could have someone watching your social media. With this Page of Swords, maybe somebody wants to say something. Okay. Then we've got the Three of Cups, the Three of Swords, the Seven of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Yeah, so there could be some sort of third party situation going on. Because usually when I see 2 3s, or if I see more than 1 3 in a reading, that indicates to me that there is a third party situation going on. Okay, so it looks like if it's not you, it'll be your person. They could have sort of challenges going on around them and deception, and you know, maybe they feel a bit foolish for going into a third party situation. Maybe somebody is going through someone is definitely guarded and defensive here with the Seven of Wands and the Page of Swords. Someone's got their guard up. Someone's definitely feeling a bit sort of skeptical about reaching out to someone, communicating with someone, you know, taking the leap of faith. You've got the Magician there. Someone could be manifesting, being creative. I do feel even if they're in a third party situation, it's like someone's trying to manifest you, or it could be you trying to manifest something, being creative, you know, realizing your skill, your potential, you know. But yeah, it looks like there's some sort of third party situation going on. Okay. Anyone on the Seven of Wands? Anyone on the love messages? Six of Cups. Could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You could be dealing with someone who's quite childlike and immature, quite, you know, like sort of teenagey. You could be dealing with someone from the past. Maybe somebody from the past walked away, went into a third party situation, and now they want to come back. Someone's definitely trying to manifest you here. That's what I feel here. Okay, there's a lot jumping out here. Eight of Swords. Yeah, it looks like somebody has got sort of air energy. If you're not dealing with an air sign, it could be you. But I do feel you are dealing with a fire sign, an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or a Pisces, because you've got water energy. So someone is very, with this Eight of Swords, trapped in their own head, a sort of, you know, their own worst enemy sort of thing. Again, with the defensive and the obstacles, and you know, someone's quite angry. They're very conflicted here. Very conflicted. It could be you. You feel trapped. You feel like you're a prisoner to your own thoughts. You know, and with the Six of Cups, this is soulmates. This is nostalgia. This is someone thinking about you heavily. Somebody wants to communicate with you. Someone's, you know, there's a connection here to something from your past, a person, a memory, that is in some sort of third party situation, and they look stuck and they don't look happy, and they could be manifesting something or someone out of their life as well as trying to manifest you. It's like someone is trying to manifest something out of their life as well, you know, and they just feel foolish for going into a third party situation. So if it's not you, it will be your person, you know. And the Eight of Swords is very much, you know, restrictions and feeling tied down and trapped, you know, and just trapped in their own head, and fear and worry and doubt, and very defensive. And you know, there's a mental block here. There's a mental block, you know. And on the Six of Cups and the Eight of Swords. Okay, what was that? Yeah, someone's going to be walking away from a third party situation because they're not happy. It could be you walking away from this situation, okay, or it could be your person walking away from a third party situation if it's toxic and they're not happy, so they're going to be walking away. Okay, they are trying to manifest you. This could be you doing manifesting, manifesting more abundance, manifesting clarity. If you want clarity from this person, it looks like they want to talk, but there's a bit of fear here. There's a bit of fear. Okay, whether it be you or this person, they want change, they want something new, they want this third party situation to end, and it looks like they are walking away because they're not happy. Okay, it could be same-sex relationships here. So Six of Swords is very much walking away from toxic waters and anything that is no good for you and that ties you down, you know, baggage, things like that, you know, and anything that causes you stress and anxiety and fears. You know, that someone's very, very conflicted at the moment and full of fear because of the blocked throat chakra. So if they are in a third party situation that is very toxic and they feel that they don't have a voice or that they're not acknowledged, like I said, trapped, you know, they don't know to go left or right, you know, this person just feels stuck, like they're at a dead end, and there's something here that they need to surrender. Okay, I do feel that they're going to try and come back into your life. Like I said, take the leap of faith. They're trying to manifest you. They're trying to conjure up something, you know, conjure up courage, bringing clarity here, letting their guard down, communicating, coming in with their sword of truth here. So with this Six of Swords here, this tells me that someone is walking away. They're seeking something better. They're seeking change. They're seeking a new start. And they are seeking calmer waters, you know, healing waters, you know. Someone here could have suffered heartbreak, betrayal. They could have suffered, you know, money losses, backstabbing, you know. So for a final outcome, yeah, someone's going to be walking away from something here, whether it be the third party situation. Okay, so we've got the Ten of Wands and the Six of Swords. So someone's walking away from something because they're not happy, they're trapped. They're full of fear, and it's like I said, they're being held captive by their thoughts. This person could have quite destructive thinking, could be quite a negative thinker. Ten of Wands is a burden beyond one's strength, and this person is carrying too much stress and anxiety on their shoulders, and they need to unleash all this baggage, emotional baggage, toxic baggage, past baggage, you know, and walk away to something better. They're saying something better. They're trying to manifest something better. So whether it be your person who you're dealing with, this is the case, walking away from a third party situation, and I think they are, or this be your energy, someone will be walking away because it's too stressful and it's too much and they're not happy. Okay, the Ten of Wands and the Six of Wands plus the Eight of Swords, it looks very stressful. This person feels tied down, restricted and trapped, and they're full of fear. Again, there's, you know, with the Eight of Swords and the Seven of Wands, this tells me that they're going through some sort of lesson, painful truth, painful revelation. They could have suffered betrayal, like I said, and they're very conflicted. There's conflicted energies here, you know, and if this person comes towards you, you know, and decides to patch things up with you, and such as a water sign coming back from the past, heavily thinking about you, they could be watching your social media. There's going to be opponents, there's going to be drama, but you know, someone has definitely got their guard up here, and they could be standing their ground and you know, setting boundaries here. But yeah, they're going to do the right thing, and sort of, like I said, they're saying something better, please. They're manifesting something better. They want change. They want to embrace their destiny, and someone here needs to, you know, get out of their own head and take off the blindfold. Maybe something is too painful for them to see, you know. Actions come with consequences. Maybe something is too painful, you know, so they're blindfolded at the moment, and it does look like they can leave anytime they want, and I think that that's what they're going to do. You know, really taking on that role of the magician, you know, like I said, being creative, being the master of your own craft, that sort of thing, and realizing your potential, and, you know, communicating with yourself and tuning in with your initiative, and, you know, just talking to the divine, you know. But yeah, releasing all this baggage, all these burdens, because it doesn't look like they're happy where they are. Okay. I have a final outcome card, please. Yeah, someone's trying to get away from something. Again, with the deception, the unfaithfulness, the sneaky behaviour, they're going to figure out a way to try and come back into your life here. Definitely dealing with an air sign. Someone's definitely struggling here to communicate something. Maybe they were sort of... maybe they walked away in the past, left you hanging, left you out in the cold. You know, didn't show you love, didn't show you emotion, didn't show you compassion, went to a third party. So with the Seven of Swords and the Six of Swords, someone's definitely trying to get away from something here. Again, sneaky deception, going backwards and forwards to a third party, then coming back to you. But I definitely feel this is you here with your guard up. You don't trust this person. and it does look like they are going to try and come up with creative ways and strategies to sort of sneak back into your life, try and patch things up with you again, you know, and yeah, they're trying to get away from a third party situation. That's what I feel here, because they're not happy, and they're dissatisfied, and they're bored, and they're frustrated, and they're very anxious. Like I said, they're their own worst enemy here. They're trapped in their own head, trapped in fear and worry and doubt, fear of communicating, and with the Magician there as well, it's like they really need to communicate with themselves, and you know, this person wants to take that leap of faith, but the fear of the unknown as well, that could be another reason why they're stuck in fear, because they don't know what's the outcome of the situation, will you talk to them, etc. You know, so they need to sort of communicate with the divine and use their initiative, and you know, like I said, be creative. You know, so they're coming up with an idea to get out of this third party situation because they're not happy. You know, there's strength testing going on here as well. Seven of Wands is about lessons and strength testing and fighting your corner as well. This could be you. You know, maybe you've got the traits of a fire sign. You know, somebody might want to come back and sort of battle it out, you know, if there's other people around you. And, you know, with the Seven of Wands, again, you know, challenges. But I do see this is someone that's got fighting spirit, and they've got that sense of adventure. You know, really taking that leap and not being afraid they need to not be afraid to take that leap, you know, to embrace change and come out of this toxic cycle that they're in. And, you know, and they're trying to get away from that. You know, to come back to sort of do some sort of patching up with you here with the Six of Cups. Yeah, try and come back and just, you know, come back into your life. And like I said, they're going to try and, you know, reconcile with you. Okay, just thinking about you heavily, you know, nostalgia, past person, reminiscing days gone by. You know, might want to come back, give you a gift. But I do feel there's a lot of cycles here that need to be sort of phased out, and tying up loose ends and releasing all this baggage and burdens and fear before they take that leap of faith and take on that role of the Magician, you know. And yeah, so to sum up, overall, yeah, I'd say the outcome is someone walking away here, whether it be your person from a third party situation, or whether it be you walking away because you've had enough, it's too stressful. Okay, maybe this person has too many options, you know, backwards and forwards, sort of messing around, like I said. But, you know, like I said to everyone, just follow your gut instincts, you know, and follow your heart, and, you know, that's the best thing to do. Okay, so that was the daily love and messages reading. I'm sure this will resonate with someone. Okay, and if you're new, give me a like, give me a subscribe, join my channel, and yeah, peace, love and blessings.